YouTube, what it do? It's your boy TWV coming back for episode 25 of 40 years of WrestleMania with TWV. We are 25 episodes strong. If you'll watch this single video of the series, I appreciate you with my whole heart. Just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that's been in the comments, been subscribing, my new subscribers. Man, it has been a journey. I've only started this journey in February. This month alone, well, March, we're in April now. I put up 40 videos. I put up a 40 piece last month because I wanted to get the content out to y'all. And I just wanted to just showcase my love of professional wrestling and just go on this journey of watching all the WrestleManias. Basically, halfway through, we're at 25. We got 40 WrestleManias, so we got 15 more left. No, 10 more left. Yeah, 15 more left. My math is all messed up. But with that being said, let's get into it. WrestleMania 25 was also branded the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. It was the 25th annual WrestleMania, and it took place on April 5th, 2009 at the Reliant Stadium in Houston, Texas, making it the second WrestleMania held in Houston. The first was WrestleMania 17 at the Reliant Astrodome, which was held in April of 2001. This event featured wrestlers from Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. It was also the last WrestleMania to feature the ECW brand and the first WrestleMania of the PG era. So not WrestleMania, ECW lived and died a short and sweet and quick death. I loved ECW as a kid. Like in the video games, I didn't really watch ECW. I did know who was the champions here and there. Back then, I was a huge Jack Swagger fan. He ended up panning out to be nothing. There's another guy from not NXT, ECW I really liked back in the day. Orlando Jordan. I used to be a huge Orlando Jordan fan as a kid, and he panned out to be nothing. Elijah Burke, too. I was a huge Elijah Burke fan as a kid. I'd stayed playing with Elijah Burke in SmackDown versus Raw. But nonetheless, WrestleMania 25 was supposed to be a legendary show. I have watched a couple different videos saying like how it was supposed to be amazing and like matches changed and shifted and things like that. And it became what it was. For it to be the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, it was kind of lackluster. It was 8 matches on the card, and I really only enjoyed one. I do have 2 to 3 honorable mentions. And we're going to be breezing through the honorable mentions. We're not even going to really wrap them up. We're going to really stick the nail on the head of the main match that I thoroughly enjoyed. And you kind of already know what it is. If you've watched WrestleMania 23, not 23, geez, I keep thinking back to WrestleMania 23, but WrestleMania 25. But with that being said, let's get to the matches. The first honorable mention of WrestleMania 25 is the Money in the Bank ladder match. I love ladder matches. I'm a ladder match junkie. If you watch the series, I'm always high on ladder matches. But the last 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches were very lackluster. CM Punk went back-to-back. This is, I think, the only superstar in history to go back-to-back and win both Money in the Bank ladder matches. We had Mark Henry. We had Kane in the match. We knew they weren't winning. MVP was another Money in the Bank victim, just like Shelton Benjamin. And this is Christian's, I think, 3rd one. Like, we had Finley in another one. Kofi Kingston was in his first one. Like, we had a lot of bodies that have done this match multiple times and have not won. Like, I think, like I said, Punk is the only superstar to ever go win back-to-back. I think it is superstars that have won multiple times, but he's the only one that has won the match back-to-back. So, pretty lackluster. It'll never live up to the hype of WrestleMania 23. I think WrestleMania 23 has set the bar extremely high. And now, going forward, watching these at every WrestleMania 23 is the best one of all time. Even when the next WrestleManias come up and I watch them, 23s is probably going to be the greatest because of the talent they had in there, the spots they had, and all of that. So, with that being said, that was honorable mention number 1. Let's get to the only match. If you have to watch WrestleMania 25, you should watch. Actually, we are doing honorable mention number 2. I'm sorry. So, honorable mention number 2 was Matt versus Jeff Hardy in the Extreme Rules match. It's the Hardys. I didn't really know the storyline as a kid because I didn't watch the shows in between. I only watched the pay-per-view. So, Matt Hardy went over, which was stupid because Jeff Hardy was the better of them too. It was a great match. I mean, it just took too long putting the spots together. The spots they did do were insane, but it just left me kind of empty because Matt Hardy won. So not to hate on Matt Hardy, I love the Hardys as a collective, but Matt Hardy's as a single superstar really didn't do it for me. So this is honorable mention number 2. Like it was a decent match, right? Clocked in right under 14 minutes. Because of the stip, I'll give it a 3.5. But it wasn't nothing more to it. I think Jeff Hardy left after this again and went back to TNA if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I think he may have went in 2011. I think he got a championship run right after this. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. But with that being said, let's get to the next one. So the match of WrestleMania 25 was The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in a singles match. This was the streak match, of course. And man, these guys tore the house down. This was the longest match on the card, and rightfully so. Shawn Michaels, like I said, could carry a broomstick to an excellent match, but his dancing partner tonight was The Undertaker. And when The Undertaker gets on that WrestleMania stage, he could be Mr. WrestleMania 1B, because when he got on that grand stage in them 2000s going forward, oh man, he was putting up bangers after banger after banger. Shout out to my boy Sheamus. Like, this match is easily, before I even reviewed the rest of the WrestleManias, it's top 5 all time, and I don't know what can edge it out. Like, when I get to doing my review of my favorite 40 matches, like, it's going to be, the top 10 is going to be dicey, because there's so many matches I love from my childhood. There's so many matches that I love now watching them for the first time. Like, this one was amazing. Amazing. Shawn Michaels not wanting to die. Undertaker doing the dive and almost killing himself this year. Like, man, like it was magical. It was magical. And man, the spike tombstone with Taker sticking his tongue out like Jordan, like he did Batista at 23. Ooh, man, it gave me goosebumps. But boy, oh boy, if you have 31 minutes of your life to spare, type in Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 and jump in the comments and tell me what you think. But with that being said, let's get to the next honorable mentions. So honorable mention number 3 is John Cena versus The Big Show versus The Edge in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match only clocked in at 14.5 minutes. And it was basically like the triple threat from last year. It left me wanting more. I really would have preferred Cena versus Edge. That's what in a couple videos I watched, like just on the history of WrestleMania 25, that's what I seen. It was supposed to be Cena versus Edge. Unfortunately, we never got Cena versus Edge on a WrestleMania stage. I feel like they would have did some magic like Cena and Michaels did at 23. They threw the Big Show in there, in my opinion, for shits and giggles, because at this point, the Big Show really couldn't go anymore. They were just keeping him around because he was the Big Show. So that kind of left a stale taste in my mouth, because I would have preferred Cena versus Edge. They did go out there and try to do their thing for sure, though, but got to give it a 3.5 as well. And it's getting a half a point because it's Cena and Edge. Like, the match left me wanting so much more. Short match, womp. So it's an honorable mention. You can watch it. You can breeze past it. I wouldn't feel no type of way. But with that being said, let's get into the final honorable mention of the night. The final honorable mention of the night was Triple H versus Randy Orton in a singles match for the WWE Championship. They had a stipulation where it said, had Triple H been counted out or disqualified, he would have lost the title. This is the only match I kind of knew the storyline of back in 2009, because everybody in middle school was talking about it. Like, this is when Randy Orton was punk kicking everybody. He had handcuffed Triple H to the ring, and RKO Stephanie kissed her, hit Triple H with the sledgehammer. This is when Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house and beat the shit out of him and threw him through the windshield. Like, this was pre-social media, so man, that had the streets talking. The streets was talking about this. So I did know about this match going into WrestleMania, and watching it back now as an adult, seeing the build up to the match and getting to the match, what a disappointment. Not even a single stipulation, just a regular match. These guys had a blood feud for like 5-6 months to just pay it off at a regular match, and this is your main event of WrestleMania. Like, this was weak. This was weak. And then Triple H won. Like, you were supposed to make Randy Orton the greatest supervillain ever after all the terror that he put on the McMahon Helmsley family. And you let Triple H retain? Womp. Lackluster. This is how you make this the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. You didn't pull not a single trigger anywhere. Anywhere. Like, the only person that won a belt was Cena. And I didn't even care low key, which was the saddest thing to say. So all in all, WrestleMania 25 is a dumpster fire. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels kind of saved the show, and I'm disappointed actually. I was thinking like after WrestleMania 23 we was gonna get a row of bangers. Not really. We got a little decent one with 24, 25 stinks. We'll check in tomorrow and see what 26 is talking about. It's your boy TWV checking in and checking out. I'll catch you tomorrow in the next one. Peace.